following program is sponsored. The opinions and statements made by the hosts and guests do not necessarily reflect the views of WBOB or its parent company, the Chesapeake Portsmouth Broadcasting Corporation.
It's time for Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. Angela and Howard talk about what's new in real estate and answer your buying and selling questions. To participate in today's show, call 222-TALK. That's 222-8255. And now, here are Angela and Howard.
Good morning, Northeast Florida. It is such a beautiful Saturday morning. The blue skies are blue and the white clouds are puffy.
You know, I had the opportunity this week to talk to someone that is moving down from South New Jersey, and I told him about one of the different, not South New Jersey, Delaware. And I told them about one of the interesting things to expect when they get here. And they said, what's that? I said, you are going to see something that you haven't seen virtually every day in Delaware. They said, what's that? I said, it's blue sky.
Yeah.
So even though it rains, and, you know, lately it's been raining like every, you know, for the last 2 months.
Yes.
You're still going to see the bright blue sky. It's wonderful.
It is
love
wonderful.
living here.
I do too.
15 years I've been here, and virtually every day. And, you know, I'm trying to think back, you know, maybe when a hurricane's coming, it's gray sky for a couple of days. But other than that, sometime during the day, virtually blue sky. Amazing.
Absolutely.
I love it.
It's wonderful.
It's great. I used to live in Ohio, and for 6 months out of the year, you
Yes.
did not see blue sky. It was haze and overcast for 6 months out of the year. It was so depressing. And during the summer, even though it's a little bit warmer here, and some people say it's muggy, but you can still see a great distance. In Cincinnati and in Cleveland, there's this haze that is over the area, and you can't see sometimes but a half a mile away. It's really bad. So anyway, I'm glad to be here. Glad to be selling real estate and showing real estate. You know, we had a great week. We had 2 closings yesterday. Well, a back-to-back closing. And I want to tell everybody about one of the special things that one of our customers is doing. He bought 15 acres up in Callahan area. And one of the neat things about this gentleman is that he's a pilot.
Yes.
And it's a 15-acre parcel, but it's a long, thin strip. He's actually talking to the FAA, the Federal Aviation Administration, about building his own landing strip on his own property.
Isn't that exciting?
That is so cool.
He is such a cool dude. He really is. I just love him and his wife and their baby. They're just the best.
So, you know, that's some of the original. That's some of the odd things that we come across in our dealings with customers. If they want some special things, we help them find it. So we listed his home, we sold it for him, and then he wanted something special. He wanted to be kind of out in the country where his child can play in the backyard and roam around. And interestingly enough, this particular house already had a play set set up.
Yes.
So, and we found one that he could potentially build his own airstrip.
Yes. And garages and stuff for all his toys.
Yes,
toys.
He likes his
Grown-up
toys. Grown-up toys. Big boy toys. Big boy toys. So you're Angela. I'm Howard. This is Real Estate Radio. We want you to call us.
Wait a minute. You know what I want to do?
You want to give a shout-out to somebody.
To my brother, because it's his birthday, and he's 60.
Well, one of our customers, we're listing his house next week. So
I didn't finish with my shout-out.
Well,
you cut me off all the time. You got to stop.
Okay.
So happy birthday to my brother, my big brother, Greg Edwards.
Okay.
Who we are both born and raised here, so I'm sure as people are listening, they know who Greg is.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We also need to give a shout-out to somebody else that's having a birthday today, a new customer who's been working on his house to get it ready for sale. And it was going to be put on the market today, but his wife all of a sudden said, look, you've been working on the house for a long time. I am taking you away for your birthday weekend. So, Tony.
That's a nice advantage to being married. Somebody takes you away?
Well, you're not married. I'm not married. But anyway. So,
yeah, well.
My daughter's getting married.
She is?
Yeah. In about 6 months, she just got semi-engaged.
Did you finish wishing Tony a happy birthday? I think I cut you off on purpose. Not on purpose, but you know what I mean.
Well, Tony's not listening because he's away for the weekend. But anyway, happy 55th birthday to Tony, and we're not going to use last names. But anyway, Tony is away with his wife. We're going to put his house on the market in the Avondale area next weekend. We're going to tell you all about that. He's been really working hard on it.
Yeah,
really
nice family.
Gorgeous wood floors in that house. Oh, my gosh. Anyway, we're your problem-solving realtors here on the radio. We come to you every Saturday morning to talk about what's going on, not nationally, not in the state, but right here in Northeast Florida. And it's meant to be a question and answer show about buying and selling. So we're going to give you news and advice. We want you to call in at 904. Say it, Angela.
222-TALK to me. You have to call 222-TALK.
That's right.
TALK, which is 8255.
And we got a contest that we want to kind of start off with. And anybody can guess at this. So we want the phones ringing, everybody. So here it is. In 2016, I mean, this is based off of 2016, what was the average number of years that a homeowner lived in the same house before moving to another one? Pretty simple.
Sounds simple.
How long does the average homeowner live in their house? Okay.
I guess that I was wrong.
You were wrong. Okay.
Yeah.
So call. It's less than 20 years. Okay.
Okay.
So, this is easy. Pick up the phone and call 904-222-8255. So while people are thinking and guessing, Angela, tell us what happened this past week here in Northeast Florida.
Okay, Howard. According to the Northeast Florida Multiple Listing Service, this past week for homes and condominiums, a total of 675 offers got accepted. Now, that number is actually down 5% from last week. But I think I know why.
Why?
Because people are getting ready for school.
Yeah?
They're not focused on buying and selling real estate.
But wait till you get to the next
grandparents.
number.
I mean, just think about it. Even people like grandparents. Like
I know a grandparent.
Like me, I was helping my granddaughter. She's starting kindergarten this year. It's so exciting. Anyway, I was helping her, taking her out to get her uniforms and the school supplies and going to her orientation. It was just so much fun. So much fun. Anyway, so everybody's busy with school. Okay, so 882 new homes came on the market. Now, that was actually up 12% from the previous week. 172 of the 882 are already under contract. 43 of those went under contract on the first day. And 504 of you actually closed on a home for yourself, and we say...
Congratulations.
Yep. So we're still selling, Howard, at 20% a week. So 172 of 882.
How about that?
That's still 20%. So, we've been looking at these numbers for a long time. It's always been 12 to 15%. And then it's jumped to 20% over this summer. And it's sort of hovering there, even though there aren't a ton of new homes coming on the market.
It was predicted this year, at the beginning of the year, that interest rates would go up about a point by the end of the year. And here we are past the halfway point. And for 6 weeks in a row,
yes,
interest rates have tended to come down. What did they do this week? You got 1 minute. Well, you're not going to have time.
I'm not going to have time.
Well,
so we'll talk about that when we come back from the break.
Yeah.
What else are we going to talk about when we come back from the break today?
I'm giving you a quiz.
Oh, my goodness.
Yep.
What if I fail? How could you give me a quiz on the air without me knowing about it?
Well, I told you last night I'm going to give you a quiz.
Well, that doesn't mean I know about it. You're missing my point, that I don't know the answer to.
Well,
I don't know what you're going to ask.
We're going to test your memory. That's right. You asked me to tell you what it was, and I said, no, I'm not going to tell you, because this really is a quiz for you. Test your memory banks. And it's somewhat related to real estate. We're going to get to that when we come back. We also have other things going on. We got house listed. What do I do now? We got a landlord and tenant tip. We got an update to the bond program. We got an update to the beautiful house story that we told you about last week. Stay with us. Hey, WBOB listeners, it's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I don't just do the radio show, we are active realtors. When it's time to buy, we will interview you to determine your specific housing needs. Distance to work, style of home, school needs, distance to place of worship, kids' activities, lifestyles, number of bedrooms, budget, and so much more. In short, we do our very best to find you your perfect home. We won't waste your time showing you houses that don't fit your needs. Whether you're moving up, moving into your first home, or now an empty nester, you can trust us for the most important purchase of your life. It's what we do. It's what we'll do for you. Experience the Angela and Howard Team Advantage. Call us at 421-7950.
Is there something going wrong with your garage door or opener? My name is Peter, and I am the owner of Quality Door Service. And my basic garage door repair starts at just $125, and that includes parts. Included with your repair, I will instruct you about fire and safety, protection from hurricane and burglary, and maintenance on your garage door. Call me today at 588-4817. That's 588-4817. Angela and Howard did.
Are you buying a property being sold by HUD? As a buyer, you can select Watson Title Services of North Florida as your settlement agent. Avoid having to deal with out-of-town companies and make sure you get the world-class customer service of Watson Title Services that Angela and Howard have come to expect. Call them at 461-3220 when you're looking at buying a HUD property to ensure your purchase goes through as smoothly as possible. That's 461-3220. Angela and Howard do.
There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years' experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046.
This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by CMG Financial. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
I always love the station break because there's just, people are texting me. I'm texting them back. We're just having fun on the phones.
Yeah, some of our listeners text us during the break.
I have to give a shout out to Carol and Gus because they're listening, and to David and Dolores because they're listening.
All right.
Yeah.
You know who else are listening?
Who?
People that have not guessed our contest.
Yeah, what's up with that? Call in. This is easy. It's just pick a number. How many years do people stay in their house?
Before moving. Yeah, how hard is that? It's less than 30. It's less than 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an easy thing. So it's just a number. Just guess.
Yeah, and the winner
So the
gets
number you
this-
call is area code 904-222-TALK, which is 8255.
All right. Now tell us about what happened this week in interest rates.
All
I'm
right.
going to do that quickly because we got lots of stuff to talk about.
Okay, well, the average 30-year conventional rate fell 0.03 of a point to 3.9%. The 15-year rate remains unchanged at 3.18%. The VA and the FHA 30-year rate fell 0.05 of a point to 3.6%. Now's a really good time for that, right?
Yep.
And the 5-year adjustable rate, is at, it fell 1/100th of a point to 3.14%.
Okay.
And while we're talking about money, I want to add something else.
Go ahead.
Okay. So, we talk about the bond program through the state of Florida.
For first-time home buyers.
Yeah. So guess what's happening? They're running out of money.
Oh, my.
Yes.
Well, it may get refunded again.
Well, I know, but you know
what does
what?
that
When
mean
it
for our
first
listeners?
started, I swear, when it first started, we used to have this conversation all the time. A bunch of money would come in, then it would go out. They'd have to get more.
Yeah.
But we haven't run out of bond money in a while, but they're looking at by October. So if you're a first-time home buyer and you need bond money, you need to get pre-qualified, find a house, get your money secured before they run out.
You skipped a part.
What?
Finding a house involves you and me.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
we love first-time home buyers.
We
They
do.
have the biggest
Excitement.
smiles on
It's
their
excitement.
face. Yep.
Yeah, it's fun.
Hey, we got David on the line. Good morning, David.
Hi. I think about 8 years.
8 years.
That's a great guess.
Yeah, you're a little low, but good guess.
That is a good guess.
Yeah.
Okay,
Hey,
well, thank you very much.
hey, you have any questions for us while you have us on the radio?
Now, I like listening to your show.
Well, thank
Every
you.
weekend. It's really refreshing.
Well,
Thank you
good.
very much.
We appreciate that.
Thank you.
Okay.
Appreciate it, David.
Thank you.
Okay.
Well, good. By the way,
Bye.
Bye.
well, thanks. By the way, if you like listening to our show, prior to our show, every Saturday morning at 8 o'clock is attorney Joe Pippin answers your questions about anything about Florida law. He's been on the air like 30 years. He's probably the longest.
No, longer than that.
He's probably the longest running,
Yeah, he is.
continuously running show
Yeah.
about anything. And he's
Right.
just terrific. He
Which,
answers
by the way,
all
that
sorts
doesn't
of
make him
questions.
old, though. No, he's just been doing it since he was a kid. So,
Okay.
right? Yeah.
All right. Hey, I got a question for you. Since you're well, I'm just going to ask the question.
What?
I was going to make a comment about age and old, but
Oh, my God.
I'm not going
Alan,
to.
save me.
Alan's our
What?
producer.
What? Everybody knows, Howard,
Everybody knows what.
that Alan's our producer.
Okay.
Okay.
All right, Angela,
but if-
I want you to.
If you're over 50, you're old.
Okay.
I'm not
But
over
good
50.
looking, though.
You're not over 50?
No? Maybe?
But
Yeah,
are you
maybe.
a card-carrying member of AARP?
Good Lord, people. Y'all are getting way too personal.
Okay.
Nothing wrong in getting old.
There's not?
Oh, you got your good looks and you're smarter.
That's
There you
true.
go.
You know what? Even more important than smarter is wiser.
There you go.
Right?
You're wise.
That's the part that the kids don't have.
You're like
There's
an-
Roger. Hey, Roger.
You're like an owl.
Yeah, that's true. Did you say hey to Roger?
Hello, Roger. Roger's another producer and radio show host here on the Promise.
DJ.
A DJ.
Yeah.
Roger. And
6 years?
6 years?
No.
He's giving us a hand signal, but we don't know what that means.
Come here and tell me what it means.
We're going
6
to invite
stations.
him in on.
You're on 6 stations?
Yeah, I'm on a few of them.
Okay.
They keep me busy.
Yeah, I bet everybody
People
recognizes
recognize that
that
voice.
Yeah.
voice. He does a lot of the ads on. Well, you do. You do a lot of ads, right?
Yeah, it's one of my main jobs, making sure all the commercials are made for all 6 stations.
Well, good. Well,
Yeah.
we appreciate you
But
stopping
the
in
important
this
thing is that if people need to buy a home, they need to contact Angela and Howard.
There you go.
Oh,
That's the
yay.
important thing.
There you
Because
go.
you guys can help them get into their dream homes.
Love it.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Appreciate that,
Yay.
Roger.
Thanks, Roger.
All right. Thanks for
We're
stopping
always
in, Roger.
having fun up here. You know what? This is really the nicest station. It's like a big old family here, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, we've known Roger from the get-go. We've been on over 5.5 years now.
Okay. Now I want to test your memory bank. So
Okay.
I'm going to mention 3 short phrases that are clues to my real estate quiz for you, Angela. You
Do
ready?
I have to pay attention?
Yeah, you
go
got to
ahead.
pay attention.
Go
Okay,
ahead.
put on your memory banks. Here's
Memory.
the first one. Pot passers. That's number 1. Don't answer yet. Pot passers. Number 2, Miss Jane. Everybody listening? Okay. And number 3, cement pond. Those are the 3 clues. What am I looking for? Okay. Pot passers, Miss Jane, cement pond. Do you have the answer? Come on. Now, don't look at our producer and asking
I
him
know
what.
it, sort of.
Okay.
I know what number 3 is, but the first 2 sound like marijuana.
They
so I
all
don't know what
go-
he's doing.
they all go-
Miss
All right,
Jane
I'm gonna give you-
and pot passes.
All right, I'm gonna give you. I'm gonna give you another one. Jethro,
Let me tell you a little story about it.
Yeah,
man
right.
named Jed,
Right.
poor mountaineer, barely kept his family fed. Okay,
Yeah.
what am I looking for?
How old are you that you know all
Okay,
this?
this is
The
the.
2 of you are really old.
Okay, what am I looking for? The Beverly Hillbillies.
Billies.
Okay, you didn't get it.
Oh, you mean these are words from Beverly Hillbillies?
Okay, the quiz was Beverly Hillbillies. Now, what is that? What on earth does that have to do?
You should have had
with
Carol call in because she said it's the
estate?
Clampetts.
It's the Clampetts. Well, here's what that has to do with real estate. You remember that house?
Yeah. That was a cool house. I do remember seeing those reruns of that show.
It's on the market,
Kidding.
and it is now the highest selling listed price in the United States.
Tell me more. How much?
$350 million.
Wow.
Yeah, it's currently
Why? It's just one house. Why?
Well, it's a big house. It's 25,000 square feet.
25,000?
25,000 square feet. It latest belonged to billionaire, a guy by the name of Jerry Parenchio. Now, he died in May at the age of 86. Now, he lived at the mansion for the last 30 years, and he purchased it back in 1986. Now, since then, he purchased some adjoining properties, and he made the estate a little bit bigger. It's about 10 acres right now. But the main house is 25,000 square feet. It has a ballroom, a formal salon, a wine cellar, guest house, tennis courts, 75-foot pool that they used to call the
Cement pond. That was the only one I knew.
And do you remember pool passers?
No.
The dining room was their pool table. And the pool cues they called pot passers, where they used to grab a pot and pass it to someone else at the table.
With a pool stick?
With the pool stick. Yeah.
I don't really remember that.
That's what they called pool pass. And Miss Jane was the secretary to the banker.
Do you understand that pot and Miss Jane has to do with like marijuana?
No.
That's right.
Well,
where my
I know
mind
that
went.
pot is. Anyway.
I'm a decade younger than you.
Now,
so
you may think that
different
$350 million is a lot of money, and it is. So
It is.
Because it's the highest price listed house in America, and it's a beautiful home. But you think about it, I'm a math guy. You know that, right?
Yeah.
So I went back and I looked at the price that he originally paid for it, which was $13.6 million.
Okay.
And I did a little math.
Okay.
Because he's owned it for 31 years.
Okay.
And I did a little math, and I came up with 11%, just over 11% compounded interest over 31 years actually brings you to $350 million.
Wow. That's an excellent return, isn't it?
It's a pretty good return.
Yeah, too bad he's not alive to enjoy it.
Yeah. So if anyone remembers back to the Beverly Hillbillies and liked that big old house,
yeah,
and you have an interest in seeing it, and you have the money, that's a big thing. You got to have the money. Then Angela and I would love to go out to the Beverly Hills area with you.
Yes.
And represent you in buying that house. By the way, if you win the lottery tonight, that's not enough money. Okay?
Yeah.
So you need to have more money than that. But still, Angela and I would love to represent you, by the way, not just on that house, but on any house. Alan, did you have something you wanted to say?
Yeah, my wife was looking on the internet the other day. The other house that's for sale, if you like creepy, is the house that was in the Stephen King movie Pet Sematary is for sale. Only about 200-something thousand in Maine.
Okay.
Wow.
So, alternatively.
Wait, did you say
Alan,
200,000? Not million, 200,000. Okay.
So you have lots of choices here in the country, but really, Angela and I prefer right here in good old Northeast Florida.
That's right. This is the best real estate in the country. Right here in Northeast Florida.
Great value, great people. Most of all,
it's such a wonderful
great
town.
people. We meet such wonderful people. Like you just said that Gus is listening with his dear wife Carol. Yeah. And we just have such a wonderful time with them whenever we see them. And that's one of the things that we enjoy about real estate is we meet such wonderful people and we become friends with them. That's one of the reasons we love what we're doing. So we want to help you find your house or sell your house for you. So you can give us a call after the show at 421-7950. But this is not the end of the show. We're only halfway through. We got lots more things to talk about. We got another interesting scam. We got an interesting landlord and tenant tip. And we got a segment on my home's listed. Oh no, what do I do now? And we got an interesting way to increase value of your existing home. We just did it for a couple. We're going to tell you about that when we get back. We'll be right back.
Ed Dean, Mike Gallagher, Dennis Prager, The Savage Nation, Mark Levin, WBOB, AM 600 and FM 101.1. The Answer.
With SRN News, I'm Bob Agnew in Washington. President Trump is warning of severe consequences if North Korea goes ahead with its plans to fire a bunch of ballistic missiles near Guam. It's a U.S. territory with some 7,000 U.S. military personnel on the island, along with a number, of course, of other civilians. It's also a key military site and a hub to some U.S. bombers. Secretary of State Rex Tillerson says President Trump is right to use the kind of rhetoric he's been doing, especially because the president has been stressing that he prefers a peaceful outcome. Wildfires cut off the return route for dozens of hikers staying in Glacier National Park Backcountry Chalet. One of a number of wildfires burning across the West. A park spokeswoman says 40 or 50 people will either have to stay put at the Sperry Chalet or hike out along a long trail in the opposite direction where they park their cars. On Wall Street Friday, the Dow was up 14 points. This is SRN News.
Y'all know that it's always been a simple way of life in Odom, Georgia. And Pierce's Furniture has always believed that you get what you give. It's a matter of taking things easy, not reading too much into it, and just getting people what they want and deserve. With over 50,000 square feet of showroom, and that's just about 2 acres, y'all, Pierce's Furniture can fit in a lot of fine furnishings from Bassett and Broyhill and Lane and Pennsylvania House and more. But Pierce's doesn't throw big city pricing on their stuff. Nope. Pierce's Furniture believes that what you get when you do people right gets you a friend for life. The best thing to do is be fair, honest, and welcoming. So Pierce's provides design advice, custom orders, and great free delivery service for 100 miles around. People have been saying you can pay more, but at Pierce's you don't have to for a long time. Give Pierce's Furniture a call at 800-652-6085 or just stop on in and set a spell. Pierce's Furniture, a company that offers it all while believing and practicing the why and the how of faith every day.
Guess what? You can own your own business and be your own boss. It's a common dream that too often goes unrealized. With Vanguard Cleaning Systems of Northeast Florida, you can be your own boss and own your own business and call the shots. Vanguard Cleaning Systems franchise opportunity is a turnkey operation that takes you through everything step by step. From the initial step, marketing and providing you with new customers. Vanguard's experience and expertise works through all the kinks. The result is the perfect way for you to go from the daily drudge of working for everyone else to the daily joy of being the boss. Hey! Now, nothing in life is free, and anything worth having is worth working for. So what's the catch? Well, naturally, there's an initial investment that could start as low as $2,500 down. It's all very transparent and worth your time, so call 302-8390 and check it out at VanguardCleaning.com. That's VanguardCleaning.com.
If you're looking for a morning radio talk show in Jacksonville that takes your phone calls, that listens to what you have to say, that talks about the issues, look no further. Instead, it's the Ed Dean Radio Show mornings from 6 to 9 a.m. right here on WBOB AM 600 and FM 101.1. Making morning talk radio great again on national, state, and local issues, plus your phone calls and your voice counts. Ed Dean, morning 6 to 9 on AM 600 and FM 101.1. The Answer.
Stuck in traffic? WBOB has The Answer.
And there is one crash at I-10 East over there at the ramp coming from Cecil Commerce. Also, Main Street Bridge is closed for construction. Expect a little bit of rain this weekend. 30% chance all day today. 50% chance tomorrow with the daytime highs. Middle 90s and heat index is near 105. Stay cool. Nighttime lows 77 and partly cloudy. Currently 80 at WBOB AM 600. The Answer.
Let's return to Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Welcome back, everybody. So excited to be here on this happy Saturday.
That's only 3 happies.
Oh, happy.
All right, that's enough. That's enough. Hey,
Alan is rolling his eyes.
We only had one guest to our contest. It's
a
so
number,
simple.
people. Call in. It's just a number. Pick a number.
Yeah, and it's now we know it's between 8
It's not 8, and it's less than 20.
Yeah. How many years does the average American live in their house?
Although the guess was pretty good.
Oh, here.
That's a better clue, right?
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. It's between 8 and 20. Actually, it's not 8 and it's not 20. So there you go. All right.
Yes.
So call us at 904-222-8255.
And call, because I want to talk to someone besides Howard today. Oh, did I say that out loud?
Well, you've already talked to 3 other people. You've talked to Alan, and Roger stepped in.
And the caller.
The other caller stepped in. So,
Yeah. And the people I'm talking to on my phone.
That's right. You've had lots
I'm
of people
a multitasker. I ain't got time just to talk to you. Grab
All
that
right.
phone.
All
Phone's
right.
ringing.
We got Ed. Good morning, Ed.
Good morning.
How are you today?
I'm well, thank you, sir.
Well, good. Thanks for listening to the show and for calling in. You have a guess for our contest?
I do. 12 years.
12 years. That's a good guess, but you're a little high. Boy, have we narrowed it down now, haven't
Yeah,
we?
now we're getting close to an answer, aren't we?
I get a second guess?
No, but we will be happy to answer a question for you if you have any questions or even a comment about the show, question about anything.
I don't have any questions. I enjoy the program, but that's about all I have.
All right. Well, thanks for listening. All
yeah,
right.
Ed, appreciate you listening. Thanks for calling in.
And you know who really appreciates you calling in is the next caller, who's because, somebody...
because they narrowed it down?
Yeah, because...
Oh, I thought you were going to say, I appreciate it, so I had someone new to talk to.
Okay.
I
well,
like
I'm
that.
sure you do.
Oh, well, somebody else called, so
Okay.
make it happen.
We got Alice. Good morning, Alice.
Good morning.
Oh, I thought it was Alice, but you don't sound like an Alice.
It is Alice.
Oh,
No,
now
now
there's
it
Alice.
is. Wrong line, I think.
Okay. How are you today?
I'm great. I love your show.
Well, thank you so
Yay.
much.
Thank you for listening.
So do you have a guess for us on how many years does the average person stay in their house before moving?
I sure do. I think it's 9 years.
Oh, well, it was a 50-50 shot.
No, it wasn't. It was 1/3 of a shot.
It was 1/3 of a shot?
That wasn't
But
it.
that's not it.
But it was such a good guess.
Yeah.
And we're so...
Oh, gosh.
Oh, my gosh. Hey, do you have any real estate questions for us?
Not today, but I love listening. Thank you.
Thanks so much for calling.
Thank you, Alice.
So, boy, have we really narrowed it down. We
All
got
right.
one more caller. We got Henry. Good morning, Henry.
Good morning, family. Good morning. I'm going to say 10.
10 is the answer.
Yay.
Yes. And I know that you just pulled that right out of the air because you had no idea.
Really, no.
It's really interesting.
He sounds so happy, too.
Well,
Are you happy, Henry? You sound happy.
I got the Lord in my heart. I have to be happy.
Oh, amen. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
hallelujah.
terrific.
That's awesome. Do you have any real estate questions while we have you on?
I was talking to some friends yesterday, and is it true that this is the seller's market right now?
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, yes.
Oh,
It is.
Oh, my.
Yes. Do you have a house to put on the market? We'll help you.
Not right now. If this doesn't go through with my renter, we're deciding if they're going to move or not. And if they move, yes, we will eventually sell a little one.
Okay. Yeah. That's a good idea, Henry. It's definitely a seller's market. It has been most of this year.
Yeah, there
Most
is
of this year.
an exception to that. If you have a home that's over $1 million, then it's not.
No.
Okay.
I don't know. Some of the houses we sold the last month sold for full price. So
Well, they
that
did.
kind of makes you think it is a seller's market, Howard.
Well,
Yeah.
but the ones over $1 million are not selling. They've been on the market for quite some time. But anyway, generally speaking, for the houses that are in the 200
Regular folks,
the regular
price range.
folks, it is very much a seller's market. There is
Yes.
a shortage and
Shortage of inventory. So, yes, if we can put a house on the market and it looks good and it's priced right, it is going to sell.
Yep.
And sometimes with multiple offers. I mean, we're seeing that again and again.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
So you keep our number, Henry, and you call us after you find out if your tenant's moving or not.
And we're going to put you back to the producer to get your full name and address so that we can send you the little tracking device.
Yes.
which is really handy for finding your phone or finding your keys or finding anything else that you attach it to. So thanks for listening.
So, well, that was fun.
How about that?
Look how many people I got to talk to. I'm so excited.
Yeah. Hey, we need to give you a kind of an update. Did I cut you off again?
You know what?
What?
I had one of our listeners tell me that you cut me off every week, and I swear to you, I didn't notice it until today, and I think you've cut me off 7 times.
Well, let's make that.
I am going to have to find a new show.
Well, this show just wouldn't be the same without you.
I know, but I don't like being cut off.
Well, we're just going to have to give
in real life or on the air or anywhere.
Well, that's true. Well, here's what we're going to do then. We're going to give you the epilogue to this next story, okay?
Oh, thank you.
All right. Well, once upon a time, there was a beautiful old house built in the early 1900s. It had gorgeous original inlaid wood floors, a beautiful staircase, and extensive wood craftsmanship throughout the home. The exterior was also made of wood, as was the large deck. And over the last 15 years that the current owners had lived there, a garage was added, kitchen and baths were redone, some windows were replaced, and the exterior was painted. There was really a lot of pride of ownership. Both the sellers and the prospective buyers thought that the house was in fairly good shape. Unfortunately, the inspections told a different story. And actually, we started to tell you about the story a couple of weeks ago. The septic tank needed replacing, extensive wood rot on the exterior, as well as in the under support beams, some incorrect roof construction, evidence of a prior fire in the attic, perhaps 30, 40, or even 50 or more years ago, with incorrect repairs, and now, just this week, another specific roof inspection inside the attic after one of our rainstorms, at least 3 roof leaks, and evidence of rotted wood beams. Now, all of these items being found are apparently a shock to both the buyer and to the seller. Are they all fixable? Yes, they are. Now, one problem is that we're getting dramatically different price quotes to fix some of these items, as the extent of the damage can't really be determined until some of the repairs begin. For example, the new septic may or may not need also a new drain field. We can't determine whether 2 trusses need to be replaced or perhaps even as many as 10. There are other examples as well with respect to the siding and other repairs. Are there other unforeseen items that will need fixing inside those beautiful walls? Well, we really feel sorry for both the buyer and the seller. Unfortunately, the buyer decided not to buy, so the search resumes for another home. And the seller, he has many repairs to make, dollars to spend, and disclosures to make to the next prospective buyer. And we wish them both well.
Yeah, there's many, many lessons here. We've all heard the saying, don't judge a book by its cover. Well, that saying applies to houses as well, even our own houses, especially the older ones. Perhaps you want to have a home inspection done on your older house, the one you currently own. Even if you aren't putting it on the market, get things fixed before they turn into bigger, more expensive problems. Also, as a buyer, perhaps be careful if the apparent cost of repairs is more than 15 to 20% of the cost of the purchase. Now, obviously, we're not talking about fixer-upper flips, which is a whole different conversation.
Yeah. So that was an interesting situation with that house. Gorgeous, gorgeous home. Yep. Really beautiful. Lots of pride of ownership. But there are things just under the surface that no one is aware of until a involved set of inspections are done. So we really do feel sorry for both the buyer and the seller. So lots of repairs are going to need to be made. And, everybody has to just move on. So maybe you should do an inspection on an older home if you're going to be putting it on the market, or maybe
it's a good idea
if you're not.
It's a good idea. So it helps you stay up on the maintenance that's needed, even if you're not going to sell.
Yeah.
Or if you are going to sell, at least you're not that seller sitting there hearing you've got problems.
Yeah, sometimes you don't even notice wood rot because it may be, 15 feet up on the side of your home where you're not up there pushing on the side of your wood to see whether, it needs replacing or not. Anyway, hey, stay with us, everybody. We got more to come here on Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard. We still got time to answer some of your questions. Call us at 904-222-8255, and we'll be right back. Good morning, WBOB listeners. It's your realtor on the radio, Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. Angela and I want to thank you for tuning in with us for our 5th year now. It's been such a great pleasure to be on the radio with you, giving you advice on buying and selling, as well as answering your questions on the air. Thank you so much for the trust that you have in us as professional, experienced realtors with over 20 years of combined experience. We want you to know that when it's time to sell your home, we want to be your realtor. We will focus on your home, your family, and your time frame. Our team will customize a marketing plan to give you the best exposure to get you the best price and have the best selling experience possible. Whether it's a condo or a house, a short sale or a regular sale, a $200,000 home or a mansion, you will get the same great service. Call us at 421-7950 and join the multitudes of others that have experienced the Angela and Howard Team Advantage. One of the most critical parts of buying or selling your home is the very last process. That's the closing process. Angela and I recommend Watson Title Services. They have the experience to handle any issue that can come up, and there is never an upfront fee to the seller. Whether you are using a realtor with the sale of your home or not, always ask for Watson Title Service to handle your closing. We do. Call them at 461-3220. That's Watson Title Services. There's finally a mortgage lender in Jacksonville that sees financing differently. With 20 years experience, CMG Financial understands that the most important purchase in your life, your home, deserves the right mortgage. Tim McConnell at CMG Financial will work to customize the best financing option for you. Angela and I recommend CMG Financial to all our customers. Give Tim a call at 528-2103. That's 528-2103. CMG Financial is a registered trade name of CMG Mortgage, Inc., NMLS number 1820, and licensed as a mortgage lender servicer by the Office of Financial Regulation, number MLD 375, individual MLS number 181046.
Angela Walker and Howard Vergalis of Watson Realty Corp. not only come to you every Saturday morning, but they would also like to work with you when you need them the most. That is, when you need to buy or sell a home. They pride themselves in giving you their very best effort every day and in every way. There are many realtors in the First Coast to choose from. Let them show you the Howard and Angela Team Advantage. Call them at 421-7950 or email them at realestateradio@yahoo.com. This segment of Real Estate Radio with Angela and Howard is brought to you by Watson Title Services of Northeast Florida. For answers to your North Florida real estate questions, call into the show at 222-TALK. That's 222-8255.
Hello, welcome back, everybody. So excited to be here. I am. You know what we're going to do now?
Well, I'm hesitating because you say that I interrupted you, so I'm doing a little bit of pause.
Oh, does that mean I get to take charge and be in control?
Oh, my goodness.
That's not going to happen, is it?
I don't know. Are you going to get all hot and mad at me?
Yes. Yes, I am. Is that okay?
Well, Alan's just perfect timing with that music. I just said hot, and he did the music.
He's so good.
By the way, even if you're not interested in purchasing a home to hear about hot deals of the day, we would like you to stay with us while we talk about these things. And there are two very, very important reasons. You want to know what they are?
Yes.
Okay.
What are they?
Number one is that we are going to be at some of these open houses both today and tomorrow. So if you're in the area, we'd like you to stop by because we want to meet you.
Absolutely.
Right.
And we want to get the house sold.
Right.
Yes.
And you may know someone that is interested in some of these houses, and that's reason number one. Reason number two is this. We got more interesting things to talk about after we do the hot deals of the day. So you want to start off with number one?
Well, I'm going to start off with where I'm going to be today. I'm at 222. I mean, no, I'm not.
You're not doing
That's
the phone
back to
number.
the phone number. I'm at 2264 Harbor Lake, which is in Eagle Harbor. It's a beautiful lakefront home. It's 5 bedrooms, 3.5 baths, plus an office. It can be, actually, that room could be turned into a 6-bedroom because it already has a closet.
Yeah.
It's 2,900 square feet, 10-foot ceilings, built in 1999, but it's almost like brand new. They keep this house so amazing. Plus, it's had a lot of upgrades. New AC in 2014, new bathrooms in 2015 and 16, new flooring in 2014, a kitchen in 2013, had a big remodel with soapstone countertops, which I love, and pull-out shelves in all of the cabinets in the pantry, and even a new roof just a couple of weeks ago, right before we put it on the market. So gorgeous built-in slate patio, fish pond at the patio. The yard is fenced in for your dog or your kids or whatever, so they don't run into the lake. It's a wonderful home. Value priced at $375, and I'm going to be there today from 12 to 2.
Well, I want to talk a little bit more about the fish pond, because the fish pond is actually in the backyard.
Yeah.
And it is staying, and they even have turtles in there that they grew from little babies. So the fish, the turtles are like 10 inches long.
They're so cute.
Yeah.
You just said the turtles, but you meant the fish, didn't you?
No, I meant the turtles.
Oh.
The turtles started out.
The fish are goldfish. And the thing that I think is so cool is, a lot of people don't know that goldfish grow to whatever size their container is. So these little bitty guppy kind of goldfish are now pretty big.
Yeah, they started out as 29-cent goldfish, and now they're about 10 to 12 inches long.
Yeah, I originally thought it was a koi pond.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, very cool, very, very cool.
Well, that's where you're going to be.
That's where I'm going to be. Where are you going to be?
I am going to be in the South Side area, right off of Gate Parkway, in the beautiful community of Ironwood, which is a not guard gated, but a gated community.
Yes.
You'll have to call me to get in. When you get to the gate, there'll be a little sign on there. And it's on Hedgewood Drive, again, near the town center. A little over 3,000 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath. Again, plus an office. Then there's a bonus room upstairs. Sounds like I'm describing the house you just described.
Very similar.
Very similar.
Yes.
Yeah. Let's see. Also, one of the other bedrooms downstairs, other than the master, also has its own bathroom.
I love that.
It's great.
Perfect for in-laws or teenagers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyone you don't really want to share space with, they just go back there and they do their own thing.
12-foot ceilings, has both a living room and a dining room. 4 sets of sliding glass doors out to the covered patio, but then the pavered patio,
it's beautiful.
Extends out further, has a fire pit with seating around the fire pit.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Yeah. $369.
Yeah.
I'm there from noon to 2. And by the way, this is one of those houses that is built of cinder block.
Yes, it is. It's built by Pulte, and they do concrete block construction, and it's just fantastic. And this is a really large floor plan offering tons of space for a family, giving them room to grow and room to move around and not be in each other's way. And you know what's even big in this house is the laundry room. Oh, my gosh, it was crazy big.
Okay. We got another one that's open 2 days, both Saturday and Sunday. It's in Fleming Island. We've talked about this one for a little while, and this one takes a little bit longer to sell because it's not in everybody's price range. But it just had a $20,000 price reduction.
Yes, it did.
It's in the very small community of Daniels Landing, a very small enclave of homes with its own community dock. This is a gorgeous colonial charm, 4,000 square feet, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, totally custom home, double front door, 3-car garage with one of the bays 26 feet deep. The house has a computer nook, a bonus room upstairs, perfect for a teenager, a huge front porch, screened rear porch, huge family room, huge kitchen, never run out of cabinet space in this one.
Tons.
Gorgeous wood staircase, reduced from $499 to $479, but make them an offer.
They're ready to sell.
Yeah, wow.
So exciting.
It's off of Lakeshore. It's going to be open today from noon to 2 and tomorrow from 2 to 5.
What's most important, I think, about this particular home that sets it apart from the others is that Daniels Landing has its own private dock.
That's it, yeah.
It's so beautiful, and it's got the boat slips there, and you can either, own a slip, rent a slip, or keep your boat somewhere else, like in this extra long garage. And then you can, if you're out in the water and you want to come home for lunch or whatever, you can just bring your boat up, walk to your house, have lunch, and go back. I mean, it's awesome. It's truly, truly awesome.
Yeah, also on the west side is the house off of Kingsley in Orange Park on Village Way. This is a 1980s vintage home, brick all the way around, large rooms, 2,300 square feet, huge family room, huge Florida room with the sunken hot tub in the Florida room. Oh my, this is like resort style living room.
Yeah.
I mean, living. The master bath has a beautiful tiled walk-in shower. The rear yard is fenced, has a beautiful not pavered patio, but a slate patio.
Yeah, it's really cool.
HOA fee is voluntary, $75 a year. Oh, my goodness. It's right off of Kingsley, south of Blanding. It was reduced a week ago to $219. Now, if you want to see that, I will give you a special private tour of that one.
Absolutely.
We're not doing an open house, but if you want to see it, I will show it to you.
Yes.
So give me a call. All right.
Yeah, let me tell you about 1644 Summerdown. Now, this is just the sweetest little house. This is in a gated subdivision called Plantation Grove that's inside of Julington Creek. So, Julington Creek has like 6,500 houses, but this little neighborhood is guard gated. So you have that privacy, that security. This is a home that's 2,137 square feet. It's got 10-foot ceilings. It has a beautiful paver patio. And then part of it even has a red rock garden. So this family's from Arizona, so they miss their rocks. So they have a red rock garden. It has it's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath. It has a sunroom that has its own AC. It has a walk-in pantry, a breakfast bar, breakfast nook, tile floors throughout most of the house for just easy not easy storage, easy cleaning. And then also the garage is like oversized. This is the house you want to buy in Julington Creek, and it is going to be open tomorrow from 2 to 4. Our associate Ben is going to be there, and you need to come out and meet Ben and say hey to him because he is just a super, super cool dude.
Yeah.
And see this house and buy this house. They are ready to sell.
All right.
Seller says, make me a deal.
All right. Hey, you want to increase the value of your home?
Yes.
We found a house that had an area that has 3 sides. So it looks like a room. Doesn't have a door. Didn't have a closet. It was only a 3-bedroom home. Guess what?
What?
If you put a door and you make a closet, which costs, $3,000 or less.
Yeah.
It turns it in from a 3-bedroom home to a 4-bedroom home.
Oh, yeah.
That makes it worth about $10,000 more because hardly anybody wants a 3-bedroom home when the house is like 3,000 square feet.
Yes.
We made that suggestion to someone. We're going to tell you about that house because it's coming on the market next week.
Awesome.
Oh, my goodness.
Awesome.
Would you spend $3,000 to make back 7?
You betcha.
All right. That's
in
what
a
they
minute.
did. That's
in
what
a
they
minute.
did. All right.
Yes.
Hey, the Van Wees are here, but we want to tell you before the Van Wees come on the air that Angela and I love doing this show. If you need to talk to us during the week, call us at 421-7950. Or if you want to talk to me, call me at 687-8161. God bless everybody. The Van Wees are here. We'll be back with you next week.